on Tully's Road, and right across from the parking lot that you met Bob. And then I was brought up there.
Okay.
And well, you want me to start now?
No, you went to high school here. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Well, I have one sister.
Okay.
She passed away.
Okay.
Yeah. And but.
And how did you hear about the war, or how was it discussed, and what was it like growing up in the 40s here when things were starting to happen over in Europe?
All right.
Did you enlist, or were you drafted?
No, I was drafted. Yeah.
You were. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I was drafted.
Yeah.
In 1942.
Okay.
And then I went to Camp Devens, and then from Camp Devens I stayed there 2 or 3 days to get our uniforms and so forth, all our shots, you know.
Yeah.
And then from there we got on a train, and we didn't know where we were going. Nobody told us where we were going.
Right.
But anyway, we wound up in Camp Cross, South Carolina.
Okay.
We got on a train in the afternoon, and we traveled all night long. And finally we got to Camp Cross early in the morning, and then I had my training there. I stayed there until I think it was March or April, I think. Mm-hmm. And then we didn't know where we were going. We got that was my training ended there. Mm-hmm. And then we got on a train, and we traveled all night long. We didn't know where we were going again. They never told us anything, you know. And we traveled all night long, and we wound up in New Orleans.
Okay.
And that's where we stayed there about 2 weeks. It was the time of the Mardi Gras, but they didn't have it that year, you know. And so we stayed there about 2 weeks. We didn't know where we were going again. They said our ship would be coming in. We were going to ship out. We were in a big warehouse with hammocks.
Okay.
All strung up, you know, in a big warehouse. And then we were shipped out there. Finally, our ship came in, and it was a banana boat. They hauled bananas back and forth from South America to New Orleans.
Yeah.
It was a big, like I said, a big warehouse. So we got on the ship. We didn't know where we were going again, and we got out. We stopped. We didn't go out of the Gulf. We thought we were right off the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
We stopped there. We anchored, I guess you would call it, and we stayed there about a day. And at night we could hear the music. And we figured it was the Keys, Key West,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then from there, we went down to Guantanamo Bay. We went in there about 3 days because there was a German subs close by. So we went in there, and they put on supplies and so forth. And then, like I said, we stayed there 2 or 3 days. And then we left there, and well, we had protection. We had naval boats and amphibious Coast Guard, I think, or Navy planes
yeah.
followed it.
Okay.
So we landed up in Panama Canal. Make story short.
Yeah.
So I was there for about 4 months. We would pull guard duty around the canal. We were stationed up on it was like the mountains all around there, and we were stationed.
So there was a military base at the Panama Canal.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got pictures of it later on. You see.
Sure.
Yeah, we're in Cologne. It's on it's really close to Colombia.
Okay.
And we pulled guard. We had posts all around there, set up machine guns and heavy artillery, in case they figured the Germans would come in from the submarines and blow up the canal. So that's why we were stationed there. But like I said, I was only there about 4 months when the soldiers from Puerto Rico soldiers were supposed to take over. So, like I said, we were there about four or 5 months.
Yeah.
I was there for Easter Sunday. We had sunrise service when I first got there. So that was in April, isn't it?
Yeah.
Must have been Easter in April. Yeah, month of April. But anyways, yeah. So, we stayed there for 4 months, and we got on a ship right in the canal, and we came up all Mexico, all in the Pacific, and we wound up in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So from San Francisco, we stayed there 2 or 3 days. Then we went to what's across the bay from San Francisco? Oakland. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got on a train there that came to Colorado, Camp Carson.
So now you're coming back across the United States?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, coming back.
Okay. That sounds like
yeah.
Army.
I got a lot more. So that we got to get used to the air. It's so high up there.
Yeah.
But we got used to it. But the height, yeah. And then Camp Carson. I stayed there for a while. I came home. That's where I came home on my first furlough from Camp Carson.
Okay.
And then I went back. I met my buddy from Hamden, Nick, my buddy. I met him down in Panama. Matter of fact, yeah. And one day he said, "Buddy, where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Connecticut."
Yeah.
And he says, "Where about?" I said, "Wallingford." He said, gee, I'm from Hamden.
Yeah.
So we were buddies ever since then.
That's great. What was Bernie's last name?
Montagna.
Montaglia?
Nick Montagna. He had a trucking business
Okay.
over in Hamden.
Yeah.
And he moved us up. He moved us up here too. He had a big truck.
Okay.
And he moved us up here. But anyway, now where
Okay, so you're home on leave.
Yeah. And went back to Colorado.
Carson.
From Colorado, we stayed there for a while. And then from there, our whole group, we went back to California.
Okay.
Up in the mountains, we were training for mountain being trained to fight in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't. So yeah, from there, that's not far from San Francisco. So my buddy and I, Nick, I had a good friend who was in Camp Middleton. He was in the Army too. So Nick didn't have any money, but he used to send all his money home.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I paid his fare. We got on a Greyhound bus in San Francisco and went down to Camp Pendleton.
Okay.
It's down along the coast.
Yep.
I don't know, forgot to tell
Yeah, I know.
where it is. But anyway, yeah, we met my buddy Joe, and he had to go back to camp. He had to go back to camp. So then Nick and I don't know how we found out, but we got a room in this lady's house. And anyway, the next morning, she put us up way upstairs at a room. I forget how much it was, but anyway, the next morning we hear this noise. Oh, woke us up, and Nick said, "What's that noise?" I don't know. What is it? We jumped up, and he looked out the window. There was this naval balloon. Balloon. Anchored right outside. Well, not right outside, but not very close to the house. It was a naval balloon, and we found out from the lady. She said, "Did the balloon wake you up?" We said, "Yeah, it sure did." We just both of us jumped up. And but anyway, she said, "Oh, I rent that place out there to the naval base. They go out every day, and they go along the coast looking for submarines on patrol." And so I'm getting hoarse.
So now you're going to get your assignment?
So now, okay, yeah. We go back to camp, Nick and I, and we stay there for a while. Way up in the mountains, you know. We were in pup tents, and it even snowed up there.
Yeah.
We had snow, yeah. And we got snow, and then we were there, and then from there, our whole battalion, we got on, went to let's see.
You come back east, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we went across. What did you say that? San Francisco, Oakland. Oakland, okay. We got on a train there.
Yeah.
The whole regiment, I should got on the train, and we came all across the states again. 7 days we traveled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one morning, I think it was in the state of Kansas, the train sidetracked, and it was early in the morning. It's still dark, maybe about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. We all get off the train. The officer in charge got us off the train, and we went through this town. It was a small town. We all go into this. We wound up in this big hall anyway, where they had all the breakfast set up for us. It was all the women from some society. And we went in this big, I don't think it was a church hall. It was a big hall. And they all had tables all set up, all the breakfast we had. But anyway, going to the hall, from this train to the hall, we go through this town, like I said, about 5:30 in the morning, and the officer said, hut, and all the people, the windows go up, all the people sticking their heads out. What's going on? Yeah. So then we get on the train again, come all the way up to Fort Meade, Maryland.
Okay.
From Fort Meade, stayed there for a while, and then we went to Camp Shank, New York.
Ah, okay.
It's up,
Camp Shanks, yeah.
Yeah. It's up the Hudson River.
Right on the Hudson, yeah.
Yeah. So I stayed there. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, waiting for our ship to come in. And in the meantime, I had relatives in the Bronx, New York, Bunny and Bella. And I used to go there on the path.
Get some visiting in.
Yeah. And you know what? My mother and father and my sister would come down and meet me there.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah. They came down 2 or 3 times during the 3 weeks. And I used to go, my mother's cousin, where I went to, Bunny and Bella. And like I say, then my mother and father, my sister used to come down, drive down.
Very nice.
And meet me. And that happened 2 or 3 times.
Excellent.
And then the last time I think it's just the last time you're going to see me, because I'm getting ready. They're telling us we're getting ready to go overseas.
Okay.
Yeah. So the funny part of my uncle Jack came down too, my Aunt Catherine. I think the last time. And
this was before my time.
Yeah.
I met him after.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so then I went from there. We finally got on this English ship, and we got outside the harbor. the engines corked out, and we're just floating around there like a dead duck, you know, because they said German submarines were outside, you know, all around there. But anyway, make the story short, I went overseas. We landed in Liverpool, England. And then from Liverpool, we got on the train. It was pitch dark, and we went to a camp belonged to the United States. And we went to a camp near Manchester, England.
Okay.
And we got there late at night, and we were going to our barracks, and they were fixing the place up. They still had piles of cinders there, and we fell over. I still have some of it in my finger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's
From the cinders.
cinders, yeah. They had piles. They were, you know, the whole lot, like they were fixing it up.
Yeah.
But it was so dark, you know, I fell, not only me, we all fell over, but that's some of the cinders in my finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, still there, huh?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
A lot of people ask me what that is.
Yeah.
And so we stayed there.
Remember the date? I don't mean specifically, but what year what was this going on?
Oh, this is,
In 43, 42,
no,
even
40,
later. 40,
44.
44? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
44.
Okay.
So we stayed there for a while, and then we went to Southampton, and that's where we went over to France.
Okay.
We went, if I remember right, that time we were put on we went across in a landing craft. Big, I was thinking they're almost big as this house.
Yeah.
You know, they're big.
Yeah.
So they loaded us all on there, and we went across the Omaha Beach.
Yeah.
But that's after the
invasion.
invasion, yeah.
Okay.
We were replacement.
Okay.
But, and then, by that time, well, all the ships, you know, they sunk all the ships, so Germans couldn't come in. Well, no, I don't know. No, I don't know the reason they sunk all the ships for some reason. I knew, I forgot. But all these ships, they sunk.
Okay.
And they had these like big balloons.
Barrage balloons, yeah.
Yeah. So the
Planes away.
The planes.
Protection.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But at that time, they had Omaha Beach. It was all rocks. All the whole. We were way down, and it went way up. It's hard to explain it, but the whole was all rock.
Okay.
And
Required
then,
some climbing, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And but when we got there, the engineers all had a road going up there
Okay.
for bringing other tanks and all supply,
Okay.
or heavy weapons and everything, you know. Yeah, that was, and then well, we didn't go up to the front lines right away, because, like I say, we were replacements.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was near St. Lo. It wasn't far from there where I really got into the fighting.
Okay.
But then I wasn't too long, and that's where I got a little shrapnel in my knee,
Oh.
and I from the it wasn't shrapnel, it was from the dirt. You know when the dirt comes up in your face.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I was far enough not to get the shell, you know.
Shell fragments.
Yeah,
but you
it
got
was
some of
just-
the debris.
Yeah, but my face was all cut.
Oh
I
my.
was all bleeding. Yeah, and anyways, they went back. Oh no, I went back to the medics, and they took that shrapnel out of my knee, and they done. I remember they done my head. I was all up in gore,
Yeah.
and then they took a lot of other fellas. Even our lieutenant that was in charge, he got hit. He got hit bad. But anyways, they took us all back, or wounded, back to some. We went back to St. Louis again, and there was an airfield nearby there,
Yeah.
and they put us in a C-47,
Okay.
and they flew us all back to England.
Okay.
And then I went in the hospital near Manchester.
Okay. How long were you there? How long was the rehab?
I was there.
Healing.
I was there. Well, I was there that Christmas, 40. No, 44. What? Let's see. When did the war end?
War ended in 45.
45. Yeah.
Yeah, they were on the beaches at Normandy and Omaha Beach in the middle of 44.
44. Yeah. Well, that's when I got over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right after that.
Okay.
After the invasion.
Right.
We were all replacements, like I said. Yeah. And then, like I said, they put us on a C-47
Took you back. Okay.
plane. Yeah. And they flew us back to England.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we were at a hospital there
Okay.
for a couple of months.
Yeah, he's almost done. I think
Yeah.
Bill is getting the job done.
Oh.
All right. So how long was the hospital stay?
Well, I was there at Christmas, I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there at Christmas. And then, well, I don't know how long after that it was. But anyway, I went back.
I was going to say, they then shipped you back.
Yeah, then they shipped all the stuff. You know, we were all wounded at this hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, then we went back to Southampton.
Okay.
We got on another landing craft again, went across, and then when I went back, they had the Germans on the run. So then they put it on trucks, and I remember going up, and then we got into fighting again.
Okay. You were infantry, am I right?
Infantry,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was, yeah.
You were
Infantry,
right.
yeah. And then I got in the fighting again, and then we were going in this small town, and we had scouts, and they came back. They said, "Oh, the Germans are all going. They're going. They're pulling back." So the lieutenant, our officer in charge, said, "Well, we're going in the town, and we're going to stay there overnight." So we started going down the road, going into this town. The town was down in the valley, like much as I can remember. Yeah, but anyway, we started going, and we started getting shells. Shells come flying over, and I remember they pulled me underneath a bridge. There was like a little concrete bridge.
Yeah.
But they started pulling us all underneath there. They got wounded. That's the time I got a piece of shrapnel. I still got it in me.
Oh my, really?
Yeah. That's where
So you're wounded a second time?
the second time.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah. Second time. I still got the shrapnel in me. Every time I have x-ray done.
It lights up, right?
Yeah, they say, what do you got there? And now I tell them.
You got a story to tell them.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I said, now I tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was the worst one that I got. I still don't have right use of my arm.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So what happened? Were you evacuated again? With the injury?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went. Well, I remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was awful. We found out there was a German tank was up on the bank, and he's the one was zeroing in on us. All the troops went, but this tank
Stayed.
Yeah, he was zeroing right in on us, you know, and that was awful, yeah. But anyway, I was lucky in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember going back to like I said, they left the piece of shrapnel in me because it's too close to my heart.
To go after it.
Yeah. And but I remember we went back in the ambulance, and we went to a field hospital, but that they didn't do anything. They just done the best they could.
Sure.
So there was so many of it, and then from there I wound up in a hospital in Paris.
Okay.
In a big hospital. They took not only me, all from all over were getting injured, that were injured, They went to this big hospital, and I stayed there for a while, a couple of days, I guess. And I remember one day, we were in a big room, in a bed, hospital bed, and we heard a commotion out in the hall, and we see this group of men going by, and after that, the nurse came in after a while. She said, "You know who was here? That was General Patton."
Oh, really?
He went right, yeah, he went. I didn't exactly see him,
Yeah.
but we see all these high officers with him.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. She said, well, he made a quick visit
Okay.
to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there I was put on a hospital ship. I don't know what port it was, but we were put on a hospital ship, went back to England again,
Okay.
and went to another hospital over there outside of Manchester again, and stay there. I don't know how long it was, but it's a couple of months. And they said, well, there were a whole bunch of us, you know. They said, well, you guys going back to France.
Okay.
But the doctors said to me, you're not going back on the front line. Oh, not only me, there was some
Others, yeah.
other soldiers too, because you're not fit to go back on the front line. You go in the limited service. So they put me, I wound up with 289 engineer battalion. And they wound up as I wound up with them. They were building a bridge over the Rhine, the engineer battalion. And they put me as guard, but the lieutenant said, they took me and said, this soldier is going to join you.
Yeah.
He's in limited service. He's not going back to the front line, you know. So the officer said, oh, gee, we need somebody. The guard,
Sure.
you know, keep the people away and look out for enemy German planes. But at that time, the air, what do you call it, Luftwaffe was pretty well blasted up.
Yeah.
There wasn't very many.
Yeah.
I think there was only one came over that I remember.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he just flew over. He didn't fire anything. And I think that was the last of them. We didn't see any more after that. But anyway, I wound up with the 289th engineer. That's why I came home with. I pulled guard until the war was over with them. And then from there, I went to Le Havre. Le Havre.
Yeah.
They had a prisoner of war camp. There were all these prisoners, German prisoners were there. They had this big camp. So then they put me in charge of a few Germans. And I got in, no, I couldn't speak German,
Sure.
but one could speak good English, you know, and I got in friends with him. You know, I told him I was German, but but I couldn't
speak,
speak.
right.
Yeah, my parents never spoke.
Sure.
My grandmother did. I remember them speaking German. But anyway, yeah. So they put me in charge some of the prisoners, and with this one, he seemed old to me. But now to think of it, I don't think he's too old. But anyway, he said his whole family was killed. All his boys had it going. And he said, yeah, as far as he knew, he didn't know where he knew his 2 sons got killed.
Yeah.
But he didn't know where his wife and the rest of his family had a daughter. And, you know, he said, I don't know what happened. And he said, you know, he says, we didn't want to fight, but like, he says, maybe, I said, the same as us. Right. We didn't want to fight. We don't, you know, but he said, we were for the Gestapo made us, you know, fight. And I remember we used to get a carton of cigarettes from the
Red Cross or U.S.
No, we had like a, what do you call it, store.
Okay, PX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
PX, no.
No? All right. Anyway, they were available too.
Yeah, it was like a store.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the, you get a carton of cigarettes.
Sure.
You know. But anyway, Philip Morris, I didn't like the Philip Morris, so I used to hand them out to the prisoners.
Philip Morris, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really made bread.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have a cigarette so long. They were danke, they would say, danke, thank you.
But you kept the Lucky Strikes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the other one.
Everybody kept the Lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And I was there. Most of us were going by points that time, if you remember.
Yes, that was how you were sent home, right? According to the point system, yes.
Yeah, but some of us had 97 points, and we wasn't sent home. They were keeping us and sending the ones with the less points home, and we were getting mad. But you know what they were doing? They were sending these soldiers home and then going to South Pacific.
Yeah, there was a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They were
where they were needed.
Yeah.
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 A lot of them. Yeah. But we were getting mad because I had 97 points.
Yeah.
But anyways, I stayed there, Le Havre, and I was sorry. I remember. They were fixing up the camp with crushed stone, and I was put in charge again of the. They had these trucks, and mostly black. They were black men driving. The headquarters. Truck. They had no, yeah. Anyways, they had these mostly black driving the truck.
Yeah.
And I was there. I had to go every time they went down to get a load of stone. They went down to the harbor. That big ship was in there with crushed stone, came from someplace, and we would go down there with this truck. At that time, they didn't have no cab. You just open, open. open cap, just sat there. And yeah, I went back and forth. They put me in charge just to be guard
on
with the
truck,
for the driver.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I done that for a while, and then, like I said, I was in charge of the prison, and then well, then after that was quite a while.
Okay.
Well, I came home November. Yeah, November.
All right.
In November. 45.
Okay.
45. November.
Okay. So you're home, and what was that like? You coming home to Wallingford?
Yeah.
Yes, and been wounded twice.
Yeah.
You. What was it like coming home, Bernie?
Oh, and when I came home, like the afternoon before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Perfect time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In uniform.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I came into New York.
All right. You come back through Shanks?
Fort Dix.
Dix, okay.
No, but we got on this ship from the Havre. I didn't get to put that part in.
Sure.
The Havre. I come home on this big ship, SS Argentina. It was supposed to be a luxury liner made into a troop ship.
Oh,
yeah.
A lot of you, huh?
Yeah, and there was 7 days
Okay.
coming home, and we pulled into New York, and I remember all the fire boats and all the ferry boats, all these whistles going,
Wonderful.
planes flying over top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got but one part of it, it was well, the name was Argentina, SS Argentina.
Yeah.
Like it was South American ship.
Mm-hmm.
And so we came in on that. But the very funny part of it, we were going to dock, and the sailor comes and to lift up the gate. You know, they had a gate to pull up for us to get off. And he pulled the gate up, and it fell down in the water. It fell out. Yeah. And funny part of it, when I went back to work, this is in 45 I came home. I didn't go back to work to January. I went back in January 46.
46, right, yeah.
46. Yeah. But anyway, it was a long time after I was working in the shop, and this guy came sweeping the floor, you know, and I'm looking at him, and I said, "Were you the sailor on the SS Argentina that dropped the gate?"
And he was?
And he was.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
I don't know, 2 or 3 years after.
Wow.
In the 60s, you know.
Yeah.
Did you go right to work for?
International.
Okay.
Yeah.
International Silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was him. He said,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
He kept speaking pretty good English.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, you know, I got fired for doing that. I got fired. Yeah. I said, how are you up here in Wallingford? You know,
Yeah.
he said, oh, I have relatives. And I got me the job
Yeah.
here. But then, a while after, he said, "Oh, I'm leaving. I'm getting a better job down in the Cyanamid. Yeah, pay more money."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small
But-
world. That's
But
something.
you know, yeah, I have a memory.
Yeah, well, that's.
That was
He does. He has a great memory.
Yeah. If you
that was so many years after.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 60s, yeah,
Okay.
you know, yeah.
So after you were home and you were back to working, did you maintain contact with any of your veteran friends or attend any reunions or do anything?
No, I did.
You didn't. Okay.
No, just my friend Nick.
Yeah, Nick, you said. Yeah.
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay.
And no, and then, well, then, yeah, and then I was back in 40, 45, and 46.
You met your wife, Dorothy,
I-
came along. You
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I learned to be an apprentice,
Okay.
silversmith
Yeah.
apprentice. Her uncle was teaching me,
Ah.
learning.
Okay.
And one time he said, "I have a nice girl for you."
Ah,
He said,
he wasn't kidding, was he?
No.
He wasn't.
Okay, and that started the. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
"Yeah," he said, I have a nice girl for you." And she used to go go up to the rural station.
I lived in Hartford, so I had to go back and forth.
Okay.
But I have relatives here too.
Sure. Yeah.
I-
take
So
it.
one time-
Yeah.
Brought up in Wallingford.
Yeah.
but-
She used to walk up Cherry Street, you know, Cherry Street.
Yeah.
She used to live on Grand Street.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's where she used to go visit her grandmother. And then she used to walk up Cherry Street, you know. So I knew one time she was going to get the bus. So I take the car, I go down there, I ride by, and I look at her and I say, "Hey, yeah, it's pretty nice." So I touch, "Yeah, it's pretty nice."
And the rest is history. Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, he worked with my uncle too, so that wasn't hard. He was
Okay.
able to get introduced to me, see,
There you
because
go.
he talked to
There
my
you
uncle,
go.
and then,
Yeah.
you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, two other fellas, but she picked me.
Ah.
And
Yeah, that's true. There were a couple of others. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You were in the running.
Yeah.
You had a family. You have children.
yeah,
Okay.
then we got married. Yeah,
A son who lives with us, and then we have a daughter who's married,
Okay.
there are
who lives
pictures,
in Wallingford.
pictures up there.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We don't have any grandchildren, but
Okay.
Yeah,
we have
oh.
2 children.
Excellent.
And yeah,
How
so
many years? I lost track. 60 something.
64. I'm married 64.
64.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Very
And celebrated our 64 in the hospital
Yeah.
last July.
Oh, okay.
I was in 3 days.
Yeah.
I had to get blood. I was anemic,
Okay.
so I had to go and stay in the hospital 3 days. And it was July 2nd. It was,
You were
Celebrated.
just in again for the same thing. The blood gets like really low,
Yeah.
and then they have to give him a transfusion.
yeah.
How about your injuries, Bernie? That you're getting wounded twice. Did those were they a problem after the war? I mean, the shrapnel being in your body
Oh.
or your
Oh yeah. Well, like I say, my arm.
limitations?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times I lift something or getting in the car, I'll pull a muscle, and then
Yeah.
down here, yeah. It bothered me.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Well. Sounds good. It was a
Well,
pretty exciting experience for a young guy, huh?
yeah. I have the book out there.
They'll get that.
Yeah. What kind of things do you have to show me there? What,
Yeah,
like
You got the
scrapbook from.
scrapbook.
Okay, that's the one your daughter put together.
My sister.
Your sister.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Well, I thought, well, no, I thought on the table would
Will
be
be
better.
better? All
Yeah.
right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, what I'll do is
You-
I'll wrap this up, and then we'll take a look at the scrapbook, and we'll go from
Yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
I want to thank you.
Oh.
It's been an honor,
Mhm.
and it's been an honor and a pleasure to interview Bernie for
Mm-hmm.
the Library of Congress.
Mhm.
Central Connecticut State University thanks you,
Mhm.
and the Library of Congress thanks you, and I thank you very much. It's been very special.
Oh.
Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jim.
All right, my friend.